an hour and a half south of New Orleans. That's where I'm from. Yes, there's land south of New Orleans. Bayou Lafourche. It's a skinny spit of green surrounded by a web of marshland. The community exists only because a ring-shaped levee system keeps it from flooding. I did my middle school science fair project on our levee system. I recited sobering theories like, by 2020, the bayou will cease to exist. I lived with a lot of the theories because of my dad being who he was and who he still is. He's the levee man.
Our job is to make a mountain out of a molehill. That's what we've done.
Windell Curole has been the GM of the South Lafourche Levee District for 42 years. He's testified before Congress, been featured in dozens of publications, and has spoken to anyone willing to listen.
And we did not bury people in marshes. We buried them on high ground. This was high ground. And now it's subsided to the point of being wetlands. Like I told you earlier, a lot of people laugh, but it's easy to understand. Elevation is the salvation from inundation.
My dad decided he was going to put in his retirement at the end of 2021.
Driving down last night, I was thinking, you never know sometimes when's the last thing of something.
That was before the largest storm of his career made landfall. Hurricane Ida ravaged the community with 150-mile-per-hour winds. My dad stayed in what he deemed the strongest building, the hospital, which had its roof torn off. I worried about my mom and how her less robust trailer would fare. She was just up the bayou from him. When the road was clear enough to pass, she returned to her paper house. The levee endured the storm surge, remaining unbroken in all but 3 places, yielding no negative effects. But the wind speeds left some homes roofless and many shingleless, allowing significant water damage into people's homes. When you're looking at layers of destruction and memories turning into wet rot before you, all you can do is take the first step. It's not to say we knew what we were doing, but at that moment we were all my mom had.
Ooh, that was a good one. Sinking.
I mean, it's so much to get done, but it could be worse. Yeah. It could always be worse.
Perfect.
I mean, it felt like a month ago. It just felt so heavy.
Yeah, true. Like, oh. It was very overwhelming.
I know.
So, it's gotten better.
Grilled chicken, but you like peanut butter crackers. She is the pickiest thing I've ever seen.
How did this happen? Oh, why couldn't it have just left it? Sad.
How do you feel about your new home?
It's small, but comfortable. The bathroom, you can't make big movements in it like arm gestures. But overall, it's a comfy little bread box.
How does it compare to the paper house?
The paper house was roomy. Very roomy. and comfortable, you know.
Is that what you think it takes to make a home, is to make it comfortable?
Room to put your clothes in. That's what makes a home a home.
Oh, there we go.
It's a place where you could fit all your clothes.
Wait, more stuff in the first is that one.
It's a deep melancholy feeling of knowing that I lived my entire life here, knowing that when I walk into a store in Lafayette, I'm not going to know anyone. It's just sad. And that I had my grandmother, grandfathers, my mother, my dad, my siblings all around me, cousins, you know, just even a tight-knit neighborhood I live in. It's just scary moving somewheres where I'll walk into a grocery store and I won't bump into a high school friend or someone I grew up with. But there's not too many people left around here anyway. Yeah. It's time to go.
Et partant, un jambon, contentant, qu'on a doucement, vous êtes jeune, c'est votre faute, y a beaucoup de choses, il faut prendre. Aimez-vous,
My mom moved to Lafayette. She's working at making her new home feel like a home and has been spending every free minute with her grandson Adair.
je suis content. Restez droit en toi, et je sais que c'est pas facile, c'est jeune, on y a beaucoup de choses qui parlent, mais prends ton temps,
For his expertise and commitment to flood protection, my dad was awarded the Honorary Doctorate of Sciences from his alma mater. On January 3rd, 2023, he finally retired from the Levee District.